Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all to do the schedule, stop in and see what it is I'm up to. Uh, Look at those guys in that trailer. Suppose they're out here cutting the grass. Wonder if they're going to actually do it. As you can see, we are experiencing some liquid sunshine again today. A couple days ago, we had a storm coming in from the northeast, which is called, of course, the northeastern. Today, this stuff is coming in from the south and the west, but it's not called a southwestern. I don't understand, but okay, it's the weather department. It is what it is. Basically, it's a wet, dreary. It's actually cold, considering this is coming from the south. It's only in the mid 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in the rest of the world, but so figured out who. Well, the person who sent me the really cool shirt came forward. The same person that sent me the MREs. It's really appreciated. And keep thinking Sam, but I think it's Seth. I've got the box down here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it while I'm still driving. Yeah, it's Seth. I don't know why I always come up. I get names confused. I get names confused with my grandkids. I get my kids' names confused. So anyhow, let's see. The other night, actually it may have been last night, topic came up on one of the channels that I watch. Granddad is an old man. Actually, I think it was his rubber band. Put a rubber band on it channel. He does all kinds of rubber band powered toys and experiments and stuff like that on that channel. Anyway, talking about newspapers. Now, when I was a teenager, I grew up in the metropolitan Philadelphia area. We were in New Jersey, but just outside of Philadelphia. And the Bulletin and the Philadelphia Inquirer were the big papers around there. And I had a paper route. So a normal paper would have been about a half of an inch thick, a normal daily. And a Sunday paper could be 2 or 3 inches thick by the time you added in all the comic sections and the advertisements and all the other stuff. I mean, there would have been, if I remember correctly, there was like four sheets of comics. So 4 sheets doubled over would be what, 4 pages per sheet. 16 pages of comics, something like that. A Sunday delivery, I was only able to take about, well, less than a third of what I normally carried. I can't really remember how much, but I remember I had a big front basket on the bike and the 2 saddlebags, and I have a shoulder bag. So anyway, here in Jacksonville, even when I moved here nearly 30 years ago, the local newspaper was tiny. I mean, it didn't make up a single section of the daily of the Philadelphia Inquirer. And over the years, it just got smaller and smaller and smaller, and the prices went up and up and up. And most recently, it's been, I don't know, there's only about, I don't even know because I haven't picked it up. But I don't think the paper's 10 pages thick. And they want $1 for it. $1.25, something like that. And, yeah, like most people, I don't read the news anymore. I get my news online, or, I do watch the weather on TV. That's about the only time I actually watch television, is when I want to see the weather report. But, the paper, the Florida Times Union, had been published here in Jacksonville for 154 years. And it covered most of Florida. But like I said, the paper kept getting smaller, and the subscriptions kept getting smaller, and their point of sales, where they had the paper at the cash register, kept falling off. Until it got to a point where it was no longer financially feasible. And they closed the local printing shop down, the local newspaper printing, and moved whatever printing that they whatever printing that they needed to have done is now done in Gainesville and Daytona, at two very small, or much smaller, I should say. I don't even know how small they are. Newspaper printing areas, printing shops, whatever. Gainesville is very small, especially compared to Jacksonville. Daytona is... People think Daytona is this huge place because of the Daytona 500. But it's really not. It's not much more than a large town. It's not all that big. It's rather ironic that the largest city area-wise in this country no longer supports a newspaper of its own. And I don't know if that's telling of the age, it's the electronic age and what have you, but sometimes I think it's a shame, especially on the Sundays. You used to be able to get, like I said, we had pages and pages of the funny papers, of the comics, and then all kinds of advertisements and coupons, and you just don't get that anymore. Anyway, I'm about to my destination, so let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If you'd like to check me out on Facebook or Instagram, I'll have some links in the description box, wherever that happens to be on your access device of choice. I'll also put some links to similar videos, and you'll find my email, my snail mail, and yada 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 yada. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about it. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Till I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Sláinte, y'all. Bye-bye.